Good afternoon, everybody. You're rolling with the Alpaca 2.9er. Well, things are kind of boring around the house here. We're on extra lockdown because, well, we have an at-risk person here. She's very old and she's got COPD, so we're just being extra careful and taking all the requisite precautions. Anyways, so lately something I've been doing is making cutaway locks. You can see over here I still have my cutaway locks on my little mini workbench here. I still love sitting down and just staring at them and marveling at all the little parts inside. Yay! So I have here, you're probably looking at these already, oh look, 2 MulTLock cylinders. These have a bit of a story behind them, and I'll tell you that story. So last summer, I was out on a bit of a junk run, and I was in an alley in the Strathcona area of Edmonton. So I really want to say it's the alley between 80th Avenue and 81st Avenue, somewhere between 109th Street and 104th Street. So the Strathcona area, a lot of apartments there. So I was walking down the back alley, and commonly what people do is if they have goods that they don't really want to throw away, but they do want to throw away, they'll often just pack it neatly into a box and put it outside the blue bin. We have regular dumpsters, which are typically like an ugly color, like brown or green or what have you. And we have the recycle bins, which are typically blue. So, and folks will often take goods that are still usable and pack them neatly into a box or a bag and leave it in or very near the blue bin. Anyways, so I'm walking down this back alley in Strathcona, and I see a small box sitting in front of a blue bin. And okay, well, let's go check out the box. And as I got closer to the box, I could actually see that the box was open and that the box had these in it. I could see into the top. And I'm like, what the fuck are those, locks? So I trundle on over. Sure enough, it's locks all right. It had a couple of shitty old deadbolt cylinders, kind of like the ones in the practice jar here. But it had 3 of these MulTLock cylinders, and it had a dual custody MulTLock cylinder. Actually, I'll take the minute to go grab the dual custody cylinder, and we'll show you that one too. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, that was quick. So yeah, and I had also found this dual custody one. I can't remember what the hell I did for the faceplate for this one. So we'll stick that there. Needless to say, I was very excited upon finding these, and rounded up the contents of the box, put it in my book bag, and took it home. Fast forward to recent times, I'm building all these cutaway locks here, and I decided that even though I did not have a key for these MulTLocks, that I was going to build a cutaway out of them anyways, and that's exactly what I did. So here is a nice good view of the cutaway, and if you look carefully, you can kind of see the inner pins just through the springs there. You can kind of see the steel inner pins. The really, really lovely design in these MulTLocks. So hopefully one day, and because I'm in a new area, I have to go seek out a new locksmith, because going to Aegis is just going to be very, very inconvenient unless I'm on that end of town. Lock Surgeon is just up on 118th Avenue, so hope maybe those fellas will be able to get me set up with a key for this bad boy. That'd be really nice. Anyways, so, and I do have the undamaged, I guess you could say, the undamaged version of this lock, just for comparison. So something neat that I had to do is, okay, we can kind of rotate them so that they're sitting in the same position, is that these have a brass plate that covers the top of the chambers, and upon removing the brass plate, like you're gonna wreck it. There's no easy way to get this brass plate out. You basically got to get in there with a pair of pliers and just yard that fucker right out of there. So in order to give the springs something to rest against, I dug into my spare parts kit, and this is why I'm glad I actually saved spare parts to locks. You might call it junk collecting, call it whatever you will, but it's because I had these parts that I was able to do this. I took the set screws, and these set screws are from a Medeco 51S that I had kicking around. Sorry, I gotta move that so people can actually see it. And I glued these little set screws right at the top of the chamber there. I don't know if you can really see the glue. You might be able to see, it doesn't matter. But I glued these in there just to kind of give the springs something to rest against. So, and that seems to have worked out really well. Now, I guess, I don't know if it's a downside, but there's definitely more tension on these springs than there was before, because, well, you're missing about a good 1/8 of an inch or more of space that is taken up by these set screws that are plugging the top of the chambers. So yeah, and it was a little on the tricky side getting this sawed. These MulTLocks, you can see right here at the top, they have anti-drill pins that, you know, run the diameter or run this distance, making it, you know, incredibly difficult to drill one of these locks. And what I noticed when I was taking it apart is that the plug also has an anti-drill pin in it. And I actually can't tell you where that is now because I cannot pull the plug out. I think it's at the top here. It doesn't matter. The plug too has an anti-drilling pin. It also has at the back here, there's like a little round plate behind the back piece here. That little plate just sits in there. So if you're somehow able to get a drill bit through all of that and all the way to the back here, it's just going to contact that plate. It's just going to spin freely and nothing's going to happen. You're going to get frustrated. So I really, really like the design of this lock. This is a beautiful lock, and I'm very fortunate to have one of these doohinkuses, and I'm even more fortunate to be able to have 3 of them that I could just take apart and, you know, fiddle around and make a cutaway lock out of one of them. So there you have it. There's my little MulTLock collection. I have one more MulTLock in the case upstairs. Maybe we'll do a video about that someday. I have a MulTLock interactive cylinder upstairs in the collection. So yeah, those are the MulTLocks, and there's my MulTLock cutaway. And yeah, so I don't know if I'll be doing any more cutaways. I've kind of got the cutaway bug out of me. Not only that, I don't really have, I only have maybe a few cores, a handful that would be suitable to make cutaways from. So, you know, maybe someday down the road we'll make more cutaways. You never know. Who even knows what the future holds? So, anyways, wherever you guys are tuning in from, I hope that you guys are safe, that you're healthy, that, you know, you're not stressing out or anything like that. I'm a bit of a shut-in myself, and now's about the time that the weather's starting to get a little bit better and I can spend more time outside, and now I literally have nowhere to go. And we have to observe some extra quarantine protocol because we have an at-risk person in the house. So that's it. I'll shut my face. I will leave you folks here with a lovely view of this cutaway MulTLock. Take care. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down and say something choppy to me in the comments. Don't worry, I got pretty thick skin. Anyways, we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.